Highs in the low part of the 90s. Partly cloudy, breezy tonight, down around or just above 70.
Woo!
It'll stay hot for the middle and end of the week. Sunshine and still a bit breezy Tuesday, Wednesday. Low 90s both afternoons. I'm Ken Boone from the Weather Channel for Talk Radio 680 WCBM.
Currently, it's 83 degrees in Sparrows Point, 84 in Pasadena, and it's 85 degrees in Glen Burnie. I'm Maggie Hunter, 680 WCBM News.
It's time to listen to you, the listeners. Go to WCBM.com and vote on WCBM's latest poll. It's fun, it's fast, and let us know what you want more of on WCBM.com. Baltimore is listening.
You are about to hear the most interesting, informative, thought-provoking, opinion-leading, and funny show in America. On air and on the World Wide Web. This is the Rob Carson Show.
This is the Rob Carson Show. It's Monday. Hello and welcome to the show. There is much on the plate today, I'll tell you that. There was a lot of stuff on the plate in my house this weekend. I had a fully functioning kitchen for the first time in a long time, so I spent a lot of my Father's Day making stuff. It was good. It was awesome. It was good to be able to, provide for the family. That's always important. There was a lot of time this weekend devoted to ignoring the fact that Joe Biden has advanced dementia. And a lot of people opining, saying that Donald Trump, even though he's able to speak for 2 hours and weave seamlessly between the script and improvisational comedy, that somehow he has the problem. But this is, of course, from the same people who literally been saying that Hunter Biden's laptop is disinformation since 2018. And we just found out finally, even though the FBI and everybody knew it was real. It was introduced into a case with Hunter Biden a week ago where he was found guilty, and the laptop, of course, was proven absolutely true. And there's even a lawsuit against Rudy Giuliani that's been dropped by Hunter Biden because everything on the laptop was absolutely true. So, you know what? If you can't believe them on the laptop, what the heck can you believe them on? And what they're saying now is Joe Biden doesn't have dementia. So, really? I mean, honestly, this is more obvious than the laptop thing, because every time that Joe Biden opens his mouth or tries to walk, it becomes very obvious to all of us. And by the way, he proclaimed Saturday, the World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. He called it World Elder Abuse Awareness Day. He says here, older Americans at the heart and soul of our families, our communities, our nation. But every year, is up to 5 million older Americans face some sort of abuse around the world. Too many are denied the opportunity to age with dignity and security. People are, being forced into jobs that they're not qualified for it anymore. They don't have the mental or physical capacity to do it, and they're expected to go there and be the president again for 4 years. Oh, did I say that out loud? Yeah, I said it out loud. I believe also this morning he pronounced today World Elder Abuse Awareness Day, and they had to tell him, dude, you said that on Saturday, and he said Uncle Bosie was eaten by cannibals, and he stumbled off in the wrong direction. This weekend also, he was on stage with Barack Obama, among others, at a big star-studded fundraiser in Hollywood, of course, that featured a bunch of really out-of-touch people, and they all endorsed Joe Biden, and Joe Biden literally had to be led off stage by by Barack Obama. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Young Frankenstein. I saw this wonderful documentary this weekend on Gene Wilder, one of my heroes, on Netflix, and in one of the scenes in that movie of Young Frankenstein, by the way, is when Frankenstein brings his monster onto stage, and the monster performs and then is rejected by the audience. And I think that's kind of what happened with Barack Obama, except for there was no song and dance number. But anyway, so the White House is reportedly growing weary of videos that appear to show President Joe Biden experiencing a cognitive decline and right-leaning media reporting on them. The president, of course, has exhibited public gaffes and memory losses. In a statement to the Daily Beast, the White House fumed at so-called cheap fake, which contends is a sign of failing journalistic ethics at a number of conservative publications. The Daily Beast and the White House took particular issue with one video that appeared to show Biden freezing on stage during that Hollywood fundraiser, depending on the angle. They also took issue with another video of the president in Italy, where some influencers on social media said the president pooped his pants, even though he was just stopping himself from sitting down too early in a chair that really wasn't there. So they're doing everything they can to convince us that the emperor is not naked, and it doesn't appear to be working because of What is it? Oh, all the evidence. Yeah, there's all the evidence. Here's Jake Tapper. Jake Tapper talking about how, and this is kind of interesting because for the first time, a lot of people are now saying they don't think that Joe Biden can be the candidate. And I've been saying this for 3 years because, duh. But anyway, here is Jake Tapper saying that Joe Biden really appears to be a drag on the polls.
So you noted that Biden has to campaign in addition to being leader of the free world. Let's talk about the campaign because Trump was in battleground Michigan last night making a pitch to African-American voters. Polls show Biden trailing Trump in key battleground states and polling well behind your Senate colleagues who are running for re-election. Look at this New York Times poll from last month. Wisconsin Senator Tammy Baldwin is up 9 points in Wisconsin. Biden's only up 2 points. Pennsylvania Senator Bob Casey up 5 in PA. Biden's down 3. Arizona Congressman Ruben Gallego running for Senate in Arizona up 4. Biden down 7.
Sure he is.
Nevada Senator Jackie Rosen up 2 in Nevada. Biden's down 12. How can you look at these statistics, these numbers, and not conclude that Joe Biden is a drag on the ticket?
Well, we can do it by denying the truth.
Oh, that's not going to be the case.
But look at the numbers.
Well, that's one poll.
You're happy for your colleagues, I'm sure, but Biden is underpolling all of them.
Well, that's one poll. I can also show you 60 other polls that show that Joe Biden is in the lead.
Oh, yeah, you keep telling yourself. And honestly, please keep telling yourself. Also, the debate's coming up, right? And they've changed all the rules of the debate. Do you know why they've changed all the rules of the debate? Because Joe Biden is cognitively impaired and can't do the normal rules of the debate. That's the reason. They don't want him in front of a live audience. They want Donald Trump's mic to be cut off. They want everything to be completely done by 2 anchors from CNN who have absolute hatred for Donald Trump. I can go on and on about it, but that's the reason why, is because they know that Joe Biden, he has to be let off stage, and it's very obvious. Please, come on, don't insult my intelligence and your intelligence by saying that Joe Biden is perfectly fine. Don't do so by saying that, no, really, honestly, he acts cognitively in decline in public, but behind closed doors, he is perfectly normal. Like that, are you kidding me? Really? But here's Donald Trump this weekend. He had a couple great rallies, a big meeting, a meeting in a big black church in the hood in Detroit, and he knocked it out of the ballpark there. And then he had a terrific speech Saturday night at this big TPUSA event in Detroit, of all places, and he was warmly welcomed, and it was huge. But here he is talking about the debate rules that he's going to have to follow because Joe Biden's brain doesn't work.
They made an offer to me that I couldn't accept. They said, let's offer him Jake Tapper.
Yeah, there's Jake Tapper.
CNN. Mm-hmm. We'll go Jake Tapper, CNN, fake Tapper, CNN. Let's have no audience. Let's have both parties sitting down. And let's have just a sealed room with just the 2 of them plus, I guess, a couple of hosts. So that was an offer that nobody would accept.
No.
I said, I'll do it. Because they assumed I wouldn't. And then when I didn't do it, they could say, well, we offered it to Trump and he rejected.
Yeah,
but I accepted it. And I think Jake will be fair. Does everyone?
And now the media is already setting Joe Biden up for failure. Okay, they're already setting it up and saying that not only does he not have cognitive decline, that all of that evidence is nothing, they're also saying that the people have a bar that's too high for Joe Biden's debate appearance.
I do have to ask, though, this is all thrown into sharp relief when the 2 men are on stage debating, right? And it already feels like, the first presidential debate is set for June 27th. It already feels like the bar that is set for Biden to clear is so much substantially higher than the one Trump has to clear, which is literally, is he alive? Is he standing? Are the words coming out of his mouth?
That's the standards for Joe Biden, right? Right? This woman is projecting this on Donald Trump, who just had 2 gigantic appearances on Saturday, sharp as a tack, by the way, and she's projecting that. Which is, by the way, what we look at Joe Biden, like, for instance, the State of the Union address. What did we look for when Joe Biden did his State of the Union address?
That for Biden to clear is so much substantially higher than the one Trump has to clear, which is literally, is he alive? Is he standing? Are the words coming out of his mouth?
That's the same standard that the mainstream media looked at Joe Biden's State of the Union address and said, hey, did a great job.
setting aside what the words actually are. And I wonder if there's any way for Biden to overcome what seems like a structural disadvantage.
A structural disadvantage? You structure the whole dang thing to his advantage.
On, in the weeks leading up to what's going to be a pretty important inflection point in this campaign.
Yeah, Alex, I think that's an important question. We don't know the answer yet. The challenge with Trump, running against Trump for Biden, is that it's not really a head-to-head contest in which they're both being judged by the same term.
Yeah, exactly. Joe Biden, all he has to do is show up and kind of be lucid, and they consider it a victory, and he's amazing. Of all the things that they could... Of all the things that they could try to pin on Donald Trump and use the projection on, this one I think is going to really not fly very well, because everybody gets it. Everybody gets it. Now, coming up, I've got some more news on this, including MSNBC. With the Wall Street Journal piece last week that showed Joe Biden's brain isn't working and all of this. They are going full bore on defending Joe Biden's mental state and sharpness, and then also a little bit more on the Rudy Giuliani laptop case that Hunter Biden and his attorneys decided to drop because the laptop is real. So years and years of lying about that are all falling apart, which opens the door to a lot of other things. And then, of course, Joe Biden's going to spend $50 million on ads saying that Donald Trump is a felon. So all of that is coming up on the show, and your calls as well. Here's the number, 800-922-6680. This, my friends, is a Monday edition of The Rob Carson Show.